What if I tell you that upcoming Chandra Grahanam, this lunar eclipse, is a powerful time to remove doshas, to dissolve debts, to invite blessings? Because an eclipse is not just some cosmic event. It can completely change your health, your energy, your destiny if you handle it right. In this video, you will learn and understand what you should do during this Chandra Grahanam. Should you perform Shanti Parihara, Shanti Puja? Who must do it and how to do it? You will have all the step-by-step guide in this video, which will help you to protect yourself, your family, and receive the divine blessing during this powerful eclipse. Most importantly, I'll also be sharing you a powerful mantra which you have to chant during the Chandra Grahanam. Shri Matre Namaha Guru Kataksham Ambalanugraham Paripurnam. So stay till the end to understand all the aspects that you need to follow during this Chandra Grahanam. When is Chandra Grahanam? Chandra Grahanam is on 7th September 2025. And the eclipse, the timing is, it begins at night 9:51 p.m. and mid-eclipse is going to be at 11:42 p.m. and the eclipse will end at 2:25 a.m. which is 8th September. So 7th September night it starts and it gets over in the midnight on 8th September. So that is 2:25 a.m. Now this eclipse will be visible across India and is therefore astrologically and spiritually this is very significant. You can check the date and time. Do Google and find out in your city, in your country, what is the timing. Even if it does not matter if it is not visible in your place, but we are in the same earth, the energy is going to be impacted the same way. So everyone who are on this earth must follow this process that I am going to walk you through. Now first let us understand what is this Chandra Grahanam, the lunar eclipse. In our scriptures, an eclipse is not seen just as some astronomical event, but it has a very deep karmic, spiritual and energetic significance. Because during Grahanam, the sun and the moon are shadowed by Rahu and Ketu. And when it is shadowed, it causes a temporary disturbances in the energies of the universe. That's the reason our rishis explain that at this time, there will be physical and there will be sensitivity in your physical body as well as subtle body, and that's the reason we have been given certain guidelines to do things and not to do things. What are things you should not be doing and what are the things that you should be doing during the eclipse. By following this guideline, it will affect or it will help your health, your karma and your spiritual progress. And why there is some sort of fear when it comes to Grahanam? Because it has impact, it can impact your life, your health, your relationship, when you do things in a wrong way. But this Grahanam holds a very, very powerful time, which you will understand in some time now. Only very few know about this. I'm going to reveal those secrets because in the sadhana, in particularly Sri Vidhyaa sadhana, our Guru has told how powerful is this Grahanam and how you must utilize. I will reveal that secret to you in some time. What is the caution that is advised by our rishis? It is said that you must not be, indulging in wrong practices during this eclipse, because it creates some sort of disturbance in your spiritual and energetic body. It is considered as a spiritual mistake because the energies at this time is very intense, and just a small, it's like even a small spark can create a wildfire when the spark is on the dry grass. Similarly, a small action, a mistake, a small, a careless action during this eclipse can amplify your karmic consequences. That is why our rishis gave us the do's and don'ts that you need to follow. Let us understand in this eclipse, what is that? What is happening? So there is alignment between the sun and the moon and the earth. So sun, moon and earth are on the same line. They are coming close to each other, coming close to line where there is exchange of energies between these three aspects, the sun, moon and the earth. And it influences other planets because of this energy. So when you see that the sun, moon and earth are aligned, the same thing is also happening within us. How? As per astrology, the sun in the chart represents your soul. The moon in the chart represents your mind. And your body is representing the earth. So when eclipse happens, what happens? There is time for alignment of mind, body and the soul. Don't you think this is the best time to align ourselves? Think about it. When mind, body and soul are aligned, what will be happening within you? You are connected to the universal consciousness. Yeah, that's the reason our rishis had told during this Grahana time period, do the mantra sadhana. Because if you understand, from the sun, we are getting the energy. The life is, sun and moon both are needed for the life to happen, the life to sustain on the earth. Now, if you look at Amba Lalitambika, how is the sun getting the energy? The sun, entire cosmos, it is getting the energy from Mata Lalitambika. From that we are receiving. So we are tapping that divine energy. So when you do meditation, when you do your mantra japam, when you do your sadhana, what will happen is your soul is empowered. Navagraha doshas are removed. There is some sort of fear that is attached to the grahanas. But actually, if you utilize this in the right way by understanding how it affects, your life will transform. You'll be able to grow fast. There are some stars, nakshatras, that are affected during this Grahanam, which is happening on 7th September. There are 5 nakshatras which are affected. The first is Ardra nakshatra, which is Tiruvadrai, Swati nakshatra, Avittam, which is Dhanishta nakshatra, Sadayam, which is Satabhisha nakshatra, and Puratadi, which is Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra. These are the 5 nakshatras which are affected. It means if your Janma nakshatra, which means the day you were born, there will be a star, which is your birth star, which is your Janma nakshatra. And if your Janma nakshatra falls under any of these 5 stars, it means that this Chandra Grahanam, lunar eclipse, can create some sort of disturbance. It can be emotional instability, it can be some issues related to your career or financial aspect, health or family or relationship issues. So to ensure you are taking care of, what you should be doing is you must do Shanti Puja. So which means those belonging to these nakshatra, Ardra, Swati, Dhanishta, Satabhisha and Puratadi. So those belonging to these nakshatras have to do Shanti Puja, which means remedial worship after the eclipse. Now, what are the things that you can do to do the Shanti Puja? The next day, which means on 8th September, you can chant Lalita Sahasranamam, you can chant Mrityunjaya Stotram, you can chant Rudram, or you can visit a temple nearby and do a simple archana or puja to whatever deity. You can do puja to in your name and nakshatra. You can do to Lord Ganapati, Muruga, or Ambal, or Shiva, Balaji, any deity. Just go to a nearby temple and do a archana or puja in your name and your nakshatra. This is what you need to do. Also, you can chant Lalita Sahasranamam, which will empower you. And during the Chandra Grahanam process, I'll be sharing you a powerful mantra that you need to chant, with which the effect will not be much. Now, by doing this Shanti Puja, I told you, right? The Rahu and Ketu overshadows the moon and the sun, which affects the stars. And this can trigger some karmic disturbances. So by doing the Shanti Puja, you'll be neutralizing the Grahana, the malefic effects of the Grahana, and you'll be able to balance your emotion, mind, body and soul. You'll be able to attract peace, prosperity and happiness. most importantly, divine blessing, and you'll be able to protect yourself and your family. Now, I'm going to walk you through step-by-step process that you should be following during this eclipse, during this Chandra Grahanam. Now, the Chandra Grahanam is going to be in the night. There are two things. One, a normal way where during the Chandra Grahanam, it will be night, so you will go to sleep. Next day morning when you wake up, take head bath, then go to your puja room, light lamp, offer your namaskarams, and continue your day. Now, when you do this process, you will not be utilizing the Grahanam, you will be at another person. If you want a powerful shift to happen in your life, then you should follow a process during Chandra Grahanam. So instead of going to sleep and wasting your time, because this is a very powerful time period, you can let go of sleep, you can sleep the next day. But this time period is very auspicious, very powerful. So what you should do, as soon as the Grahanam starts, take bath. Yes, in the night, take bath. If you are not able to take bath when it starts, you should take bath when it ends, which means at 2:45 a.m. it is going to end. At that point, you have to take bath. But it is always good, take bath when it starts, take bath after it ends. You have to do both. Now, when it starts, take bath, go to your puja room, do mantra japam, because this is the most powerful time for mantra practice. Mantra japam, any mantra, when you chant during this Grahana period, it will give thousands time benefit, which means if you chant mantra once, it is equivalent to you chanting 1,000 times. If you chant Lalita Sahasranamam once during this Grahana period, it is equivalent to you chanting 1,000 times. Is it not powerful? So any mantra japam you have been initiated to chant during this Grahana time, it will give you 1,000 times effect. So chant Gayatri Mantra, chant Lalita Sahasranam, chant Vishnu Sahasranam, chant Rama 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 Rama, Ramanamam, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, any mantra that you have been initiated, chanting Sri Vidhyaa mantra, it's very, very powerful during this period. Most importantly, the second important thing is, after the eclipse is done, you do some dhanam, feeding poor or giving it to Goshala, helping needy, whichever way possible, do dhanam. And when the Grahana Kala is leaving, before that Grahana Kala, you should perform Pitru Tarpanam. So if your father is not alive, then you must do Pitru Tarpanam. When you do once during the Grahana Kalam, it is equivalent to you doing 1,000 times. So imagine how much impact it can give you when you do the Tarpanam during this time period. So do the Pitru Tarpanam. And what are the do's and don'ts during Grahana Kalam? Do's is to protect the food, place darba grass on food, milk, curd, ghee, pickles, and most importantly, do not eat anything during this Grahana period. Now let us understand what are the things that you should be avoiding, you should not be doing during the eclipse. Do not eat or drink during the eclipse, because it creates disturbance in the in the balance of the body. So don't eat. Do not sleep. Use this time to perform japam, meditation, any mantra japam, any sadhana is fine. Third, avoid physical intimacy with your spouse, because our Vedic scripture says it will have a very, very negative karmic consequence. Most importantly, pregnant women should be protected. So what you can do, ensure moonlight is not entering your home, the room wherever the pregnant lady is going to be. Completely make the room darker so that moonlight is not entering. To the extent possible, don't eat during the Grahana Kalam, and pregnant women don't go out of the house 2 hours prior itself, which means 9:45 it's going to start. By 7:30, 7:45 be at your home, and only venture out of your home after, let's say, 5:30 in the morning. Clear? So these are the don'ts. Now I am going to give you step-by-step process of Chandra Grahana Shanti Puja and the mantra that you need to chant. So what you should do, first is first, eat your food at least 3 to 4 hours before the eclipse, which means 9:45 eclipse is going to be starting. So by 6:45 you complete your food. That is first thing. And second, take bath before the eclipse and after the eclipse. Third, so do the sadhana in your puja room. Light a lamp, can have a darbar grass near you. And during the eclipse, you start chanting the mantra. So what you can do, you can chant the entire time period of eclipse, which means from 9:51 to 2:25 a.m. If that is not possible, focus on the mid-eclipse, which means that 11:42 p.m., right? From that time to it ends. So that is also a powerful period. While chanting, visualize in the moon, visualize Lalitha and chant your mantra sadhana. It's very powerful. Now, what is the mantra that you should be chanting? This mantra can be chanted by all during this Grahana period. Most importantly, those who fall in those nakshatras that I told you, right? Those people have to chant this mantra at least for 27 times or 108 times. If you chant for 108 times, it's not going to take beyond 10-15 minutes. So you can chant 108 times so that there will not be any doshas. Yeah. So this is the mantra that you should be chanting. Indro'nalo daṇḍadharashca rakṣaḥ Prāchetasō vāyu kubera sharvāḥ Majjanma ṛkṣē mama rāśi saṁsthē somoparagam shamayantu sarve. So this is a mantra that you should be chanting. I'll be giving the mantra in the description also, so that you can see that and chant the mantra. After the moksha kala, which means after the eclipse, the Chandra Grahanam ends, take bath, light a lamp and offer your daily pujas so that you can do. This is a very powerful ritual which you can do during the Grahanam. If you have financial issue or debt, severe debt, set aside a small amount of money, even if it is 10 rupees or 100 rupees, during Grahana Kalam with Sankalpam that this amount will go towards clearing my debt. Now we are in digital world. You can transfer 10 rupees or 100 rupees to your loan account. You can also do that with the intention that it is clearing your debts. This simple act of intent will align and you will be able to repay your loan very fast. This is tip number 1. Tip number 2. If you want to increase savings, if you want to grow wealth, keep a separate amount aside during this Grahana period with the intention that you want to enhance your prosperity and investment. When you do this during Grahana period, it will grow. So similarly, what you can do, maybe 1,000 rupees or how much ever possible, put it in FD with an intention that your investment has to grow. So this is a simple tip which you are utilizing. I told you, right? By chanting one mantra is equal to chanting 1,000 times. Similarly, when you start with this action, you will have a powerful effect during this period. So you will be able to overcome the money issues in your life. Most importantly, if you have a Kala Sarpa dosha or Shani dosha, Sade Sati, by performing this Grahana Kala Japam and Dhanam during this Chandra Grahanam, you will be able to overcome the malefic effect. This will dissolve the karmic blockages and it will attract success in your life. So let us understand what are the benefits of this Grahana Kala Puja and Japa. First, it will help you to overcome the Navagraha doshas, Pitru doshas. It will help you to remove the malefic effects of the Navagraha doshas. It will help you in clearing debt, poverty and stagnation in your life. It brings in health, long life, prosperity, and most importantly, your mantra gets multiplied 1,000 times. And that will strengthen your life, that will strengthen your spiritual journey, and it reduces the karmic burden. So any puja, japa, tarpanam or dhanam that you are doing during this Grahana Kalam, it will give you immense benefit and merits which will help you in the days to come. Most importantly, if you are a Sri Vidhyaa Upasaka, you should never fail to perform Navavarana Puja to Sri Meru during this period. Because Navavarana Puja during Grahana Kalam, it bestows the Upasaka Upasikas and have mantra siddhi during this Grahana Kalam. So do remember this. Chandra Grahanam is not a time to have fear, but it is a gateway of opportunities that will open opportunities into your life if you align yourself correctly through mantras, through meditation, through the proper process. And this is a very, very powerful time that can become a great blessing for your health, your your growth, your financial growth, spiritual growth. So don't fear this Chandra Grahanam. Instead, use it as a reset button for your life. Yeah, so because this will help you when you do the process that I have walked you through in this video. It will help you to overcome the debts. It will help you with the blessings for prosperity and peace and abundance. Blessing from your ancestors when you're doing Tarpanam. Most importantly, Sharad Navaratri is fast approaching. I have done a detailed course on Sharad Navaratri Sadhana. I have given a link below this description. You can enroll and learn the step-by-step process of performing the Navaratri Sadhana. Most importantly, if you want to go deeper into Shakti awakening with the power of Lalitha Sahasranamam, I am conducting free online workshop. I have given a WhatsApp group link below this video. You can join the WhatsApp group where I'll be sharing the details of the upcoming workshop. You can come and continue and start your Shakti awakening journey. So utilize this time period and seek divine blessing. So do let me know if you have any doubts in the comment section. I'll be happy to help you to perform the sadhana during this Chandra Grahanam and seek divine blessing into your life. Guru Kataksham Ambal Anugraham Paripurnam. Shri Matre Namaha.